Brian with Straight Blast Gym, continuing on with some of this MCL knee rehab stuff. I'm going to talk about going into this knee slide position, or heel slide position. I do way too much Jiu Jitsu, you can tell. And so the idea here is that I'm going to be pulling my knee up to the most comfortable position I can get it to, going down, and then I'm going to do essentially the same thing that I was doing in the last video where we're doing the knee set. And so that knee set can be done from all of these positions. And it seems like when I'm reading through the papers, that's kind of like the optimal like isometric hold for kind of strengthening around the knee, is that setting position that we talked about in the last one. So the key to this is I'm going to lay it all the way down, right? I'm going to get down as low as I can with the injured leg, right? And right now, that is about as comfortable as I can get it. My hips are still not quite flat on the mat the way I would like them to be. But I'm going to slide my knee up the mat gently. And this actually doesn't feel terrible. I know that when we go to do the standing version of this, it's going to be miserable. But I'm going to bring my heel into my butt as far as I can. And I'm going to slide it back out. And so the idea here is that we're just forcing the knee to move through its full range of motion. And then at the end, if I lay it all the way down, I can do that knee set. I can hold for a second. I can come back up. Right. And I think ideally, if we were doing this for my own health and safety, and not just for the camera right now, I would do both sides, right? So I'd come one side, I'd work to get this thing in as deep as possible. I would flex. This one obviously is way more painful. I don't feel like I've lost a ton of mobility, which I feel lucky about. Right? Yeah, just getting to there was painful. And I'm pretty flexible in the knees. The other thing that's going to drive me nuts is apparently I'm not allowed to squat for the next month, past 90. And if anyone knows me and has been to my gym knows that I have every squat bar on the planet because I love squatting. And so we're going to be doing a lot of quarter squats just to keep myself sane. And that's going to be kind of the process for this. This is another one that it says to do 20. I'm going to do 10 for the sake of the camera and the sake of your guys' sanity. But I'm just knee setting, pulling that kneecap up at the end, keeping everything straight, sliding down, pulling everything back to the range of motion. That is as far as I can get that thing. Resetting, squeezing the knee. It's real hard to count when you're talking. Or here, right? Slide down and go from there, right? And so these exercises, just like the bike, depending on your fitness level, can be done 1 to 2 times a day, 5 to 6 days a week. This one, the most aggressive version of it I've heard or seen was people saying that you could do this 3 to 4 sets for 15 to 20 reps. And so depending on your health level, you can kind of go from there. So that is the heel slide. So hopefully that helps you guys. We're kind of knocking out a few of these today, and then I'm going to do in a couple weeks we'll do some of the more advanced stuff. This is the basically just coming off of the surgery or just coming off of the injury, and so I want to make sure that you guys have these so you don't just like catastrophize and be like, well, I'm injured, I can't do anything. You can do something. There's almost always an opportunity to do something. So thank you guys for your time.